morning, Morena, everyone. Welcome to Blello Sundays Online Live. I'm here with you live right now. We are live. This is not pre-recorded. You will be able to tell by the amount of mistakes that I'll make because we are live right here with you guys, hanging out, connecting. It's awesome. And it is Easter. It's Sunday, Easter Sunday. It's time to celebrate. It's time to crack open those Easter eggs if you haven't already. But traditionally in my family, we eat our Easter eggs on Sunday morning. And so, hey, if you've got Easter eggs, then let us know, have you already eaten them? Now, why I say that is we have chat available. We have chat for you guys to join in. We're keeping you safe. We've got Nikki on there. She's moderating and looking after all you guys. But hey, we want to interact. We want to get comments and things and have you guys answering with us and hanging out with us. So that's the first question. Did you get Easter eggs? Did you get Easter eggs or not? And if you did you eat them or not? Okay, but remember there's a couple of rules there. There's guidelines at the top, but couple of very quick rules is don't give away personal details. And when we say personal details, we mean things like your actual real full name, your address, your school locations, things that your phone numbers, emails, anything like that. Don't give any of that away. Don't share any of that. But we might ask some questions that might ask you about what your favorite thing is, like we did last week and things like that. And if you want to share and comment, then you can do that. And that's really cool, but we're trying to keep everyone safe. Be safe online. And also, if you're under 13, ask your parents first, okay? Ask your parents first, and also, or even better, get them to comment on your behalf. Well, like I said, it's Easter. I've got a stash of Easter eggs here, and also if you look around my set today, you might be able to spot a couple of hidden Easter eggs in there, so see if you can spot those as we're doing our presentation today. But like I said, jump into the comments. We've got comments going on there. Say hi, it'll be awesome, and tell us and let us know, hey, have you eaten your Easter eggs or not yet? And if you don't get Easter eggs, well then what does your family do to celebrate, or what do you do to celebrate Easter? That'll be really cool. So the team's here, they're ready. We got we got Stu, Nikki, Lids, Sarah, myself, and of course Extra Bear is hanging out here with us this morning. So let's go check in with Extra Bear. Let's see what he's up to this morning. Extra Bear, what are you doing this morning? Let's hear. How you doing? Hey Extra Bear, how you doing? Say hi to everyone. Oh dear. Oh, ooh, that looked really painful. Are you okay? Are you alright? You're okay? Yeah, you're alright. Okay, that's good, Extra Bear. Okay, so what are you doing? He's out in the garden. He's out gardening this morning. What an awesome thing to be doing on Easter Sunday morning. That is so cool. Well, that was Extra Bear. That was really cool. He's hanging out with us here as well, doing some gardening. We'll check in a bit with him later on. But let's go back. Let's go back to the comments and check and see if anyone has joined us on the comments. We don't have anything in there at the moment. I'll just check if we have any errors or anything going on. No, that's right. We don't have anyone joining in with the comments here yet, but that's all right. That's okay. They'll join in. They'll join in with us. But hey, did you know that generally Easter is a really generous time? You know, some people give away and share lots of chocolate treats and hot cross buns. You know, we give it away. Others like to share special family time together, and others like to reflect on the incredible generosity of a man named Jesus, who taught and did some amazing things for the common good of humanity. Well, actually, this week we've uploaded a bonus video on our webpage there. You can check that out about the special Easter story of Jesus. And sorry, I got distracted because we just got some comments coming through, so that is awesome. We've got Pixie joining us and Elegans who has joined us as well, so that's really cool. But hey, you've got that story that we've uploaded, but we'll also be talking more about that today. So we've got some more stuff about the story of Easter and Jesus later on. So let's just go back into the things here, the comments here. We've got our little comment here. Belle says, I am saving my chocolate until later. And who gets to eat all your eggs? Elegance said, who gets to eat all your eggs? I'm not sure what that means. And Pixie says hello. Hello, Pixie. Hey, it's awesome to have you guys here. You know, it's really cool to hear how you guys are spending your Easter and enjoying things in your homes. And now, we're all hanging out this morning together in this online community, which is awesome. That's an online community. It's an interesting word, online community. But do you know that we all belong to different communities? Let's get communities in here. Some communities are big and some communities are really small. We have big and small communities that we can be a part of. And those communities might be your family. Your family is a type of community, or it could be your school. Your school is a community, or hey, your church. If you go to a church, well, that's a community for you. That could be a big or a small community as well. And then there are sports teams, your sports teams and clubs. And there's so many different communities that we can belong to. Now, we know that in these communities, we have different, what do we have? We have unspoken and spoken rules that kind of guide us and help us in that community. We have our rules, and let's get our rules down here. There we go, just here. We've got rules, things to do, things not to do, and bits and pieces like that. We have these in our, they can be things like, let's think of some rules. It could be like taking off your shoes. I know that's a rule at my house, in my home. We have take off your shoes when you're inside. That's something that's definitely there. Or it could be like a guiding rule, like, being polite to older people and elderly, being polite and respectful to those who are our elders. Look at this. She's offering her seat. That's really, really nice. Or it could be, turning up to practice in your sports team. You got to turn up to practice and you train hard, and that helps everyone there. And then one definitely rule that we've got at the moment in our whole community across the world is wash your hands. So we've got to get our soap. We put our soap in here and we can scrub our hands. That all of these rules are agreed upon by the community. There's something that we all agree upon and we want to have there because it helps our communities run smoothly for the common good of everyone in them. But every so often something happens to our normal everyday routines that disrupts it. For instance, someone gets sick and so they can't do their share of the chores, or something completely outside of our control happens. We get a storm and it cuts out all the power, and that just disrupts everything that we're doing. Hey, or at the moment, like we're saying, we get asked to stay home for 4 weeks so that lots of people don't become unwell and the world gets locked. It's like locked. And so that's a thing to do. But it is when big events happen, when big things happen like this, that it shows what our communities are made up of. And you start to see people come together and pull together for the common good and be generous so that everyone is taken care of. Look at these guys. They're all taking care of us. They're not observing the 2-meter social distancing, but that's okay. This was pre that rule coming in. But like we're talking about, we're seeing people do it now and be generous with each other as COVID-19 is making people unwell. There are people that are coming together and they're doing some awesome, generous things, and they're giving and they're helping each other out, and they're coming up with new ideas to help people and make the common good benefit. Us all staying at home is something that is for the common good, to help everyone out in the community and keep them all safe. And in fact, Blello Sundays was something that we created, that Cool Bananas created, because we wanted to help support the community, the church community during this time, and help you guys out and give you some cool stuff on a Sunday morning for you guys to hang out and be a part of. So, that's just really cool to see all of these things of generous people being generous and helping each other out with these big things. But did you know that being generous isn't just for when major events happen? We can choose to be people who are generous and caring in our everyday lives. Just in every day, just in everything that we do, just in normal everyday things, we can be caring and generous. And if we position ourselves to be ready to give to the community, then everybody will benefit from it. So that's what we're talking about today. That's our theme. Is common good, is generosity, is helping everyone out and doing things to help that out. So I think it's time we need to head over and to Nikki and find out what our catchphrase is today around this theme. You know what you need to do? You need to get up, get ready, stretch out, get flexed, or you can just sit there in front of the screen as well. You don't have to get up, but it'll be cool to get up with whoever's around you and get ready to do some actions and learn what our catchphrase is. All right, Nikki, are you there? Let's check in with Nikki and find out what's going on.
Thanks, Kyle. Hey guys, today we're talking about generosity and how it influences community. Now, you can always be generous with your stuff. Here you go. But you can also be generous with your time or your ear as well. You can be someone who listens to others when they need to talk. You can even be generous with your talents. If you're someone who likes drawing, use that talent. Draw someone a picture or send them a card. Here you go. If you're someone who likes telling jokes, you can really cheer someone up when they're feeling down. Hey Liz, knock knock.
Who's there?
A little old lady.
A little old lady who?
Hey, I didn't know you could yodel. All of these behaviours create an amazing community. And that's our catchphrase for today. What helps you helps me. Because here's something really cool. What helps other people around you can also help you too. By not being selfish or uncaring, but by choosing to be generous, it makes other people around you feel really cared for. And when you see people are affected by your generous actions, it can make you feel pretty awesome too. Sometimes it can even start a chain reaction. When those people go on to help other people, who help other people, who help other people, before you know it, your community is full of caring, sharing, generous people. I'm going to share our actions with you right now. Real simple. This is the sign language for help. So we're going to say, what helps you helps me. What helps you helps me. When we help others around us, it creates a better community, an environment to live in. So by helping others, we are all making the world a nicer place to live. So what helps you helps me. When you're asked to tidy your room and you do it, it helps your parents out, but it also helps you out because then they won't be mad at you. If you help someone in your household with a task or a job that they have to do, it helps them out, but it also might help you because they might feel like they can help you out with something. When I smile at people instead of being rude and they smile back, it helps them out, but it also helps me make it feel pretty good as well. What helps you helps me. I wonder who in your home you can help today. What do you think, Kyle?
Awesome, Nikki. I think that is fantastic. And you know what? I've never actually thought about it that way. That when I help others, it actually can help me. So that's our catchphrase. What helps you helps me. I think, yeah, helps you helps me like that. I think I've got it going in there. But you know, let's check out if Extra Bear's got it, because he's someone, you know, each week he comes in and he shows us how it's done with our actions. But let's check in with Extra Bear and see. Extra Bear, have you got them? Did you get those actions? Did you pick it? Did you get them? They're quite simple this week, but I think, let's see, yeah, I think you've got those back to front. I think you need to switch it around. I think it goes outwards first and then back. Okay, you're going to give another turn. Have another try. What helps you helps me. Awesome, you've got it. Okay, back to your gardening. Awesome, Extra Bear. That's so cool. Extra Bear, he's chilling out. He's hanging out, doing his gardening. But what helps you helps me is our catchphrase for today. And that is so cool. It's so cool that Extra Bear can get involved with us. All right, well, I think it's time for a story. I think we need to head over to the story time and find out. Sarah's bringing us a story today. She's got an awesome story lined up. And it's about a very special organization that focuses on helping the common good. So comment in the chat if anyone here has actually, before we move on to the story, I'm just going to quickly go back through the chat because we've had some comments coming in, and I think someone, Ellie Gans was asking who gets to eat all your eggs. My eggs, these eggs here, and there's a couple of you that are spying those eggs. They look tasty. They do look tasty. I definitely won't be eating all these eggs. I might have to save them and share them to some people, to my family, and share them out and divvy them out to those that I'm able to see at the moment. But me, I'm definitely not going to be eating all of these eggs. that would be crazy, and we shouldn't eat that much chocolate. That is not. And Jerika said, "Hi, Extra Bear. We're going to check in with Extra Bear." Oh no, we're not. We're going to Sarah. We're going to go check in with Sarah and find out this story. And Good Neighbor, with Good Neighbor. If anyone's heard of Good Neighbor, comment in. But while we're doing that, let's go and check in with our story with Sarah. Sarah, are you there this morning? She's eating chocolate. She's look at that big egg. That's giant.
Oh, hi guys. Called again. Hope you're enjoying your chocolate. If you've got any, hope you're enjoying it. Happy Easter. So, Sarah here, and I'm going to introduce you to today's story. Now, I'm wondering if you've ever come across a group of people and you've just gone, wow, because of the way that they've left you feeling encouraged and inspired. Well, Good Neighbor is one of those groups. You see, they're a group of people who are having an amazing impact on the community around them. They're a group of people who love to help others for the common good. Now, Campbell Hill he was one of the guys that started Good Neighbor. And so we went along and had a little bit of a chat with him to find out how Good Neighbor started and how they're impacting the communities around them. Now, this story is a little bit different from the way we usually tell stories. It's a true story, but we've done it interview styles. So I hope you enjoy this story, but most of all, I'm hoping that it leaves you encouraged and inspired. Take a look.
How did the idea for Good Neighbor come about?
So Good Neighbor was just me in my lounge with a group of friends, and we decided that we were going to just do something practical, do whatever was in front of us. So that meant when I read the newspaper, I saw someone didn't have some firewood, we'd go and take that firewood and we would be a part of that family, and we journeyed like that. So then we decided that we were going to do some small projects for in people's backyard, advertising. We got some volunteers on board.
Who inspires you?
Good Neighbor really was about me thinking about how I could impact my community. And if I think about that, I think about a man called Jesus. And one of the things that he taught was about generosity. One of it was about showing kindness and compassion, looking after one another. Jesus said something really interesting. He talked about love your neighbour. And I thought about, who is my neighbour? Is it just the next door neighbour, or is it in fact the people around about me wherever I am? And I thought, hey, wouldn't it be cool if no matter where we are, whoever we're with, that we could show kindness, love and compassion? What difference would that make? And so that was the reason why we started Good Neighbor.
How's the organisation grown over the years?
Now we have a firewood department that gives out wood to about 100 families a year. We have a projects team that comes, and we've done over 3,000 hours a year in the community just through those projects. And then we heard about Kibosh in Wellington that rescue food. Why couldn't we use that food, which is good enough to eat, but it's not good enough to sell, and redistribute it through our community? So that's what we started. In the boots of our cars, with nothing, just in boxes, and today we are doing something like 10 tons of food a week. And then we've got the gardens that you see behind me. We've got 2 community gardens, and we've also done a lot of gardens in schools as well. And we see kids now learning to grow. Doing all of this, people are connecting together and inspiring one another and helping one another. And so our aim is we want people to be to see something and have the courage to do it and make a difference in that way.
How have kids been impacted or are now making a difference through Good Neighbor?
So the exciting thing is that we're seeing lots of kids now wanting to come and say, hey, listen, there's something that I could do. Kids come along and help us with gardening. They might grow a gardening, and then they take what they grow and give it to somebody else. One guy said to me, I've got a bike at home that I could use. Would somebody like that bike? It's nothing wrong with it. So we've been able to give out bikes to families who don't have bikes. One of the stories was about a girl who loved reading, and many of you love reading. And she said, there are other kids who don't have books, and so what if I could collect up all the books and we'll put them together and then give them out to kids who don't have access to some books? And so she did that. And wow, that really inspired me. So these little things that people are doing are making a huge difference. And yes, we can use a whole heap of stuff that kids can do.
What would you say to kids who want to make a difference in the world around them?
I would say this, just begin with something small. kindness, generosity and compassion. How could I be that kind of person right here at school, in my home, in my neighbourhood?
Wow! How inspiring was that story? So inspiring, it made me come outdoors. Now, we just heard about a group that is doing their best to help people out. Now, Campbell Hill, the guy in the interview, he said that he was inspired by one person, and that person was called Jesus. Now, Jesus, he lived about 2,000 years ago, and as he grew up, he made it his mission to talk to people and to be an example of being kind and loving and living for God. Now, in his time, when Jesus was walking about the earth, there was a lot of competition and fighting amongst groups of people. And this caused a bit of a problem because, you see, Jesus was talking about loving one another, helping one another out, and treating each other like your neighbour. Well, what happened was the leaders in that time didn't like the fact that he was so passionate in talking to people about how to be good and how to love others, that they came up with a cunning plan to capture him. Now, you might have noticed, it's Easter time, and it is during this time that Christians like to remember Jesus being captured and punished for being so outspoken about everyone living their lives for love, for the common good, and for God. And now it doesn't seem fair that Jesus suffered the way that he did. I mean, first of all, he was betrayed by a friend, then he was found guilty by supposed supporters, then he was rejected by another friend, he was beaten by soldiers, made fun of by hundreds of people, and finally he was nailed to a cross and left to die. The reason why it doesn't seem fair is because he was trying to share a message and be an example of love and what is right. The Bible says Jesus made the ultimate display of kindness and generosity. You see, by dying on that cross, all the wrong things that we've done and ask for forgiveness for can be forgiven, and they are forgiven. I don't know anyone who has done anything that huge for the common good. Now, Easter could be a sad time for those of us that love Jesus. But, and it is a big but, Jesus didn't stay dead. Now, you might be like, what? Really? No, he did not stay dead. You see, what happened was, when he finally died on that cross, they took his body down and put it in a tomb, kind of like a cave. Then they rolled a big stone over the opening so no one could get in or out. Now, a few days later, some of Jesus' friends went to go and visit the tomb. And what they found was the big stone rolled away and nobody, dead or alive, inside. Not only was Jesus' body not there, but Jesus visited his friends and hung out with them and hundreds of other people for nearly a month. He was teaching them more about love and goodness. I love the fact that not even death could stop Jesus from inspiring and encouraging others for the common good. Now, you may have friends that celebrate Easter by eating lots of chocolate and going on ear counts. You might also have friends where their families get together and they remember Jesus' death and celebrate him coming back to life. Just remember, guys, whatever beliefs or traditions the people in your community have, they deserve kindness and respect. It is, after all, for the common good. Ciao.
Awesome, thanks for that, Sarah. Wow, and thanks to Campbell for sharing with us and joining with us to share. That was really cool and so inspiring. You know what was also awesome was hearing about Jesus and his Easter story and the huge thing that he did for the common good. Man, that's incredible. So why do we check in? Extra Bear, what did you think about what we just heard? What are you thinking? Let's check in with Extra Bear and see how he's thinking. What are you doing? What did you think? What did you think of that story, Extra Bear? I don't know if he can hear me. Sometimes I'm just not sure if Extra Bear can actually hear me. He's mowing the lawn. Extra Bear, we were trying. He definitely can't hear me now. Extra Bear, we were trying to talk to you and find out about. He's gone. Okay. All right, he's gone. We'll come back. Wait. He's catch it. Whoa. Okay, that doesn't sound good. Are you okay, Extra Bear? Are you still... Phew! Okay, he's okay. I don't know about that lawnmower, but Extra Bear was okay. Wow, Extra Bear, we never know what you're going to do. You're a crazy chap. What are you doing back there now? You're still raking. Okay. Okay, so now it's time for a game time. We like to have on Blello Sundays, we have a game time for everyone to join in and have fun with us. So what we thought was we need to do an Easter game, an Easter fun. And what is the best thing to do on Easter for a game? It's Easter egg hunts. You get out into the garden and you go hunting for Easter eggs. So that's what we're going to do. We've got Extra Bear, he's ready, he's all set up, and he's going to head out into the garden to go hunt for eggs. But you know, it's Extra Bear. Yes, it's Extra Bear. So he's going to need some help. I think he's definitely going to need some help. So you guys, what's going to happen is we're going to watch Extra Bear. He's going to be out in the garden. We're going to show it up on the screen. And you guys have a look for the Easter eggs that are hidden within the garden. Okay? So you just got to count them up. And then you can comment and let us know how many Easter eggs you have found. And we'll see what the correct answer is at the end. Okay, have you got that? Are you set? You ready? You're going to count the Easter eggs. Okay? We'll come up. Extra Bear's going to be running around, having some fun, trying to find these Easter eggs, and you guys, I bet you'll do better than him. Okay, are you ready? Count the Easter eggs up and comment in and let us know. Awesome, let's go. Extra Bear, are you ready? Are you there? All right. Okay, did you do that? You probably needed to get the screen up close if you've got a little screen. Let us know how many Easter eggs did you find. Get it in the comments there. How many did you spot? We've got to help Extra Bear out here. Easter and extra is very, very similar words that get mixed up. But we've got to help Extra Bear out here. He didn't find any. I don't think he saw any of those Easter eggs that were hanging around in his garden there. So I think what you guys need to do is start comment in, and let us know how many Easter eggs you saw there. Okay, have you counted them up? Have you had to think? You've had a look and seen how many there were. Okay, we've got an answer coming through. We got any more? We've got Pixie has come in and they've answered 12 eggs. Okay, that is a good guess. All right, we've got Stu from CB. We've got Stu. He's on the chat right now. Stu from CB. That's definitely Stu from Cool Bananas. He's here on the chat, and he says, I think I saw 9. He's got 9. And we've got Elise as well with 12 eggs. Chantel said 13 eggs. 13 eggs in there. All right, those are some good answers. I think we need to go back and we'll find out what we've done. We've got an instant replay. Instant replay with Extra Bear. We're going to go through and we're going to find all of those eggs. Have we got anyone else coming through? Chantal was the last one. 13 eggs. All right, let's see who got the closest or who got the answer correct. Let's go check in with our instant replay. There's some good guesses there. Let's check in with the instant replay. Okay, here we go. What have we got? Instant replay in normal speed. We've got 1. All right, count that one. 2. Okay, there's 2 there. 3. All right, we've got 4. That's an easy one. I saw that one. 5. That's tricky. And 6. There they are. Extra Bear. They're there. 6 eggs there. Okay, he's off. No, he's running away. All right, this one. Yeah, what have we got? So we're up to 6 eggs. This is a tricky. 7. Oh, in the shadows here. 8. 9. 10. Oh, we're getting close to some of these answers. 11. Is there any more? 12. 12 there. Is that all? Is there any more? I think that's it. We found all the eggs. Extra Bear's happy. He's found all his eggs. Awesome work. You go enjoy those, Extra Bear. Awesome. So there we go. The answer was 12. We had Shanae answered 8. Okay, there we go. We've got 12 Easter eggs found in there. That was the answer. Well done to all of you that guessed that correctly or counted all of those. You guys have really good eyes. That counted 12 of them. Well done. So good. All right. Okay, so that's that. But you know what I've been noticing is Extra Bear is spending a lot of the time in the garden, and then we heard from Campbell at Good Neighbour, and he was around the garden, and then Sarah went out into the garden, and now if you look around my set, I've got all these plants here, so I've kind of made my set look like a garden. I think there might be a little bit of a theme here. I think there might be a garden theme going on that we're talking about. And so I think, Liz is someone who's a definite pro gardener. She's an avid gardener. She is amazing. If you want any advice on gardening, Liz will tell you how to garden. And so I think we need to go check in with her and find out what she's got to say, because I think she might be able to help us and share with us why we're doing all this garden stuff here. Why is it all gardening? Okay, and she's been spending some time in her garden. So let's go check in with Liz and find out what are we doing here today. Liz, are you there? Are you with us?
Hey guys, Lydia here. Hey, do you know that one action can create so many opportunities to encourage, to give, and to grow? But what does that even mean? Well, the whole idea of what helps you, helps me, is becoming this motivation for lots of different projects. Things like community gardens. Whoa, gardening gloves? Hey, I wonder if maybe in your classroom or your school, maybe you guys have a community garden. Maybe you guys work together. Maybe you plant fruit and vegetables and then you share them all around. Because community gardens are seriously, whoa, they're so cool, and they can be found in so many different places all around the country. At places like schools, or at mid-eyes, or even just in your local neighbourhood. And it's a place where lots of different people from your whole local community can come together and be a part of it. Be a part of something good. And so many people of different ages, like not just older people, not just younger people, but everyone can come together, work together for the common good. But what do you do in your community garden? Well, it's very important that you take care of your soil. What kind of soil you do have? Right now, I've just got about that much soil. So you're gonna take care of it by turning your soil. What do you turn your soil with? A trowel. You turn your soil with a trowel. But you also got to fertilize your soil. What do I have? Slug and snail bait. That will do. Put some of that on there, that takes care of the soil. But you also got to do something for your plants and your vegetables that are growing. You got to make sure you water them. So you put some water on there, the sun thing, the whole photosynthesis. You look after your garden, and then you grow things like fresh tomatoes. Whoa, tomato 1, tomato 2, hey, and then you can share them around with other people. Catch, that's for you. Enjoy. So there are lots of amazing stories about how community gardens have had such a great impact for so many people. They've helped other people because everyone is coming together to work for a common purpose, to work for a common good. How cool is that? I'm covered in soil. Hey, now I have a garden of my own. Come with me, let's check it out. It's in here, in this little cool space here somewhere. Oh wow, good cage to keep the peacocks out. Here it is. Here's my garden right here. Wait a second, I'm not in my gardening gear. One second. Wait, this isn't the right outfit. One second. Yes, this is the right outfit. Okay, so this is a pretty special garden here. It's special because this is where ideas can grow. And I've got some cool seeds here. They're pretty special seeds, and we're gonna plant them and see what happens. Okay, come with me. When you've had an idea of how you can help the people around you, it's a bit like a seed. Hey, if you've got an idea of how you can help the people around you, why don't you let us know? Tell us your idea. Let us know in the chat. Comment a little answer. What are your ideas about how you can help the people around you? What are your seeds? So if ideas are like seeds, then if we plant them, they'll probably grow in some pretty awesome things. So we're going to do that. Let's plant the ideas that you've got about how you can help others. And I've got some ideas too. So we're going to plant those ideas and we're going to see what they turn into. Let's find out. Come back soon and we're going to check them and see if they've grown. Time to grow ideas. First we need some sunlight. Whoa, there we go. Sunlight, sunlight. Next we need good soil. Here we go. Good soil. That can help the seeds. Ideas grow. Now we need some, we need to water our ideas. Water. Oh wait, there we go. There we go. Water the ideas. Now, photosynthesize, and grow. Okay, let's see if they're ready. Let's see if they're starting to grow. Not quite yet, but I think next time they might be growing. Hey, let's check out our ideas, see if they've started to grow. Come in. Whoa, check these out. Can you guys see? Wow, we've got an inflatable toy. That's kind of like, we can be silly sometimes, we can have fun, we can make other people smile and laugh. It's an awesome way that you can help other people out. And we've got some tomatoes. Hey, we can help other people by giving them food, by making them food, make a meal for someone, or even grow something for someone. That's super cool. We've got a clock. Hey, that's kind of like we can give our time to other people. We can spend time with them, maybe play a game or have a cool conversation. Ask someone about something you don't know about them. That's really cool. We've got, hey, what's this for? Oh, we can do chores for people. Maybe help out around the house, clean up after yourself, or even just clean for fun. That can be an awesome way that you can help other people out. Wow, so there's so many ways that we can help others. When we have an idea, we can... What's going on? Hey, Mr. Bunny, how's it going? Okay, sorry, maybe left paw, right paw. Oh, there we go. This way. There we go. Okay. Hey, I've got something for you. I'm going to help you out. I'm going to give you a tomato. There you go. Is that good? Awesome. That's such a great way to help others out by sharing things with them. So when we have an idea, we can plant it and then it will grow and there's some pretty awesome things. And it's all for the common good. Wow, that's pretty cool, eh? So good, high five. Oh, cool. I'm sure you all have some great ideas about how you can help make the world a better place for everyone. It can start with one small action, it can grow, and how you can help other people around you too. Now, can you imagine what amazing things could happen if we all started to be more generous and aware that our actions can be used for the common good? So this week, be aware of the things around you. Maybe someone needs help with something. And remember our catchphrase, what helps you, helps me. Bye!
Nice, lads. That was so cool. Wow, what an amazing garden. Did you see what those seeds grew into? They grew into some pretty creative things. Now, she just asked what some ideas that you have for helping those around you. And we've had a bunch of comments come in. So let's have a look. Let's have a look on the chat here. Let's have a look. So what have we got? We've got be kind. Pixie said be kind to my mum and dad. That's awesome. Chantal said by encouraging them. That is super cool. Riley said by buying people over 70, and I'm not sure what is the sploose is. I can't. Supplies. There we go. That is what it will be. Supplies. I got it. Cracked it just then. By buying people over 70 supplies. That is an awesome thing to be doing right now. Basanti Boy said sharing with my brothers and friends, and Chantal also said keeping everyone around you smiling. Pixie said put teddy bears in my window. Those are awesome, really, really cool ideas for helping those around you. Fantastic work. Let's go check in with Extra Bear and see what his ideas are for helping people around him. Let's go. Extra Bear, what do you think? What could you do to help those around you? Yep, hold on a moment. He's always walking off. What's he got? What have you got? You've got more. He's got more powered garden tools. I don't think that's a good idea. Extra beer, just be careful. What? He has not got control over that weed whacker. Okay, everyone, you need to be very careful with weed whackers. Do not do this. That is not extra beer. You. Where's he? He's gone. Is he okay? Are you? Okay, he's crashed the game. He's crashed. I think what he might have been saying. Oh, he's back. Okay, he made a bit of a mess. I think he was saying what you can do is help your mum and dad in the garden, or help out in the garden. Maybe that's his parents' garden that he's helping out with there. Okay, so that's extra beer. You know, it's so good. We've realized, looking at it, it's so good to do things for others in our communities. But you know, we always ask the question on Blello Sundays, what does God have to say about this? What does he think about that? And then we have our guest speaker. We have a guest person bringing a message. And today it is Jenny from Change Point Kids. Awesome. She's going to be here with us and she's going to be sharing about what the Bible says and what God says about looking out for the common good of others. So let's take a listen. Let's come in and see what Jenny has to share with us.
Hey everyone, Jenny here. Happy Easter. I hope you guys are having a great day. I want to talk to you guys about something. So Paul wrote in the Bible, in Philippians, to a group of people in a place called Philippi. And he wrote some letters to them, trying to tell them on how you could treat other people, what was some of the things that you could do for the common good of everyone. And there's a lot of things in this book that we can actually learn from. So I'm going to read you guys a scripture and then we'll talk about it. In Philippians 2:4, Paul says, "Do not merely look out for your own personal interests, but also for the interests of others." So what does this actually mean? So pretty much he's just saying, hey, don't be selfish. Don't do things that are just for you and your own personal benefit and gain, or things that would make it awesome for you. But try and think about how in your choice, how everyone would benefit and how everyone would be blessed. Can you imagine if people actually started to do this? Like in our day-to-day life, when we would have to make a choice, we would stop and think for a minute and go, is this going to benefit just me or is it going to benefit everybody? And if we actually started making choices that started to bless everyone, don't you think our communities, our families, our friends, or even our whole world would totally be changed if we were constantly trying to think about the common good for everyone? And that's what the scripture's talking about. That's pretty cool, eh? So that's a challenge for us. How can we make choices that benefit everybody? It's awesome talking to you guys. I'll see you guys another time. Bye.
Oh, Jenny said that was pretty cool, but I think that is super cool. And it is certainly something to think about. How do my actions affect those around me? So I'm interested in today's session, if today's session has made you think about how you help people around you. And if you have an idea of how you can make a change and start actively being generous with your time or stuff for the common good of those around you, hey, comment below. Keep those comments coming in and keep on sharing what you could do or what you think you have some ideas with that. And while you think about that, we're going to jump over. We're going to check out Hang Out with Stu. He's here. He's been in the chat. He's appeared in the chat. He's been commenting. And now we're going to jump over to him and find out what he's got to say about what we've been learning about today and some ideas that we could just help us out with some more ideas of what we could do to make a change and for the common good. All right, let's go check out Mr. Stu. Are you there, Mr. Stu?
Ideas on how to be generous. Hey guys, I've been thinking about ideas on how to be generous to those people around me. I mean, I can't do much right now. I can't go out and do heaps. But surely there's something I can do. I think this calls for a dream sequence. I could actually make sure I clear my dishes once I finish eating. I could put my dirty clothes in the basket instead of the floor. I could ask my family how they're going and give them my full attention when listening. I could write a song for my mum. This song is for you, my mum. You never stay glum, mum. Growing up, I always heard you hum, mum. There's so much you've overcome, mum. And you never succumb, mum. Working hard for a better outcome, mum. This song is for you, my mum. Trying to think of another rhyme for mum. I could do a cool magic trick to share with a friend online to cheer them up. I'm back from that dream sequence. I wonder how long I was gone. Surely long enough to find a fake beard around the house and put it on my face. Did you guys notice in that short time how many ideas I came up with? The thing about those ideas is they didn't cost money. They took some time, some creativity, some focus. And I wonder what ideas you guys can come up with. By choosing to be generous with what we've got, we're thinking about the common good. And that's good. One moment. So this week, let's think about the needs of those people around us. And remember our catchphrase, what helps you, helps me. All right, let's finish up with our prayer. Dear God, thank you so much for the opportunities we have to be generous to those people around us. Help us, Lord, as we go about our daily lives, that we find ways that we can be generous, that we can be thinking about the common good and finding things that we can do to help. Thank you that you help us and that you guide us. Amen.
Wow, thanks, Stu. Fantastic. Those are some awesome ideas, and I'm sure you guys have so many other ideas. And we'll jump back to the chat for one last time. We'll jump back into the chat and just check out what's been going on here. We've had one, Chantal. She shared that not looking to your own interests, but each of you to the interests of others. And she said that she went and found that in the Bible. So that's really cool, Chantal. Basandi Boys, he's done a shout out. He said, "Hi, Stu." He said hi. They said hi, Stu. Well, Basandi Boys, they said hi, Stu. And then we had Belle said, "That's so funny." I think about Stu. Stu was funny. And Pixie came in with "Make breakfast in bed for big sister." Hey, that is awesome. I wonder if Pixie is the big sister in that equation, or if they're the little sister. I don't know. So that's awesome, guys. And Lilise just said "Happy Easter," and Riley jumped in with an amen in the last there with the comments. So that's cool. Thanks for commenting in those. Those are such great ideas. Some awesome stuff coming in there. It's so fun hanging out with you. So we're finishing off, but I'm sure after learning about how we can help the common good by being generous and giving, doing things for other people, and it doesn't, like Stu said, it doesn't have to cost money. We can do things that don't cost a lot, but we can make a big difference in other people's lives. I'm sure this week and beyond, our homes will be bursting with generosity. So that's awesome, guys. Go out there, be generous. I hope you've enjoyed our session today on Easter Sunday. Go and eat your Easter eggs, or eat whatever you've got, hot cross buns, whatever you've got going on there, or however you're celebrating. I hope you have an awesome time with whoever you are with around today and the rest of the weekend. So have a great week. Remember that if you love watching us, you love hanging out with us and seeing what we're doing, we're not just here on Sundays. We have Cool Bananas online, which there's links there that you can go and check out. And you can go be with us. We're live on Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. And then also on Wednesday and Friday, we upload videos and we do some fun things. We've got cool activities. We've got cool lessons and things that we're talking about, and lots of fun going on there. So come and join us, come and hang out with us during the week. Cool Bananas online, or just check out those videos. You can go back and watch old ones, or you can be with us up to date and current. Awesome. There's also kiwikidsnews.co.nz to check out, which has some great lessons and stuff about news. And then go and check out Blello. We've got a new Easter video being released on Wednesday at 3 p.m. So you can go check that out. That's lots of crazy challenges. You see the whole team there as well, doing crazy challenges and having lots of fun. So you can check out Blello as well. And all the links are there. You can easily click them on this page. So go and check that out. But hey, it's awesome. Thank you for joining us on Blello Sundays. It has been so cool to hang out with you guys. Let's have one last little look at the chat. Stu said, Stu from CB said hi to Riley. Chantal said, hey, write a song for my family and friends. That's cool. Shanae said, wow. And Chantal said, make a little concert for my brothers and sisters for my mom. Chantal is full of ideas. That is so awesome. Thanks, Chantal, for joining us and sharing all those awesome ideas. So I'm going to see you guys later. I'm going to be gone now. I'm going to pass you over to Extra Beer, and he's going to finish out with whatever Extra Beer does. You know, you never know what's going to happen or come out of Extra Beer. There won't be any words. We know that. But whatever he does, it's always crazy. So I'll see you later. Have a great weekend. Don't eat too many Easter eggs, and have a great time. And we'll see you next week at 10 a.m. next week here as well, if we don't see you during the week. But I'd love to see you during the week on all the other cool videos and things that we're doing, especially Tuesday when I'm live. But we'll see you then. Okay, catch you guys. Let's go see what Extra Beer is up to.